Hey Baker, it's Shamir. From me and my family to your family, we want to wish you a happy new year. We hope all is well with your life. Hope God is continuing to bless you. I'm here tonight because I want to share some great information with you. We have the State of the City that we do every year. And I want to just thank this channel here for allowing us to do this. And we're just going to share some things with you that we've done in 2019, some of the accomplishments and the current position of the city. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is the zoo. And you guys knew, you saw this last year as me and some of my colleagues came together to keep the zoo at North Baton Rouge. And it really was not just about the zoo. It was about the Greenwood Park itself, you guys. It was about if they were going to spend that kind of money in Greenwood Park, that we wanted it to be in Baker. We wanted to keep it in the north part of the city. The park is going to grow. It's going to grow into a destination place. It is an economic driver for the city of Baker. And so that's what it was all about. So as that park grows, Greenwood Park grows, and the zoo grows, so does revenues for the city of Baker. So I thought that was really, really great. Also this year had an opportunity to work with about 25 pastors from the city and the surrounding areas as we did our canopy of prayer. I thought it was a beautiful thing. And let me tell you what happened with this. We were getting together with the pastors every 90 days. They were coming in, and then God put something on one of the ministers of mine to go ahead and have a canopy of prayer where we prayed over the whole city. And we have been talking about unity. And the deal with unity is that I figured if I could bring the pastors together, I could start bringing the rest of the city together. This was a beautiful thing. We had about 300 or 400 people in the park. We had all these churches and ministers praying together, and we prayed all over this city. And it was a great thing, and I'm really, really excited about that. We're really, really excited about doing it again. We were the first city to do it. The only other city that I know was Mobile, Alabama. And so it was a great thing to get all those pastors and get all those people together to pray over our great city. You guys have heard me talk about the Baker Park and Ride, the transit center that we're working on Plank Road. Plank Road is an economic development district, and this is probably the first project that we're going to do there. We want to bring about 300 to 400 cars to park in this transit center right here. We're going to have Uber there, Lyft there. It's going to be a mixed stuff there, apartments there. We're going to have shopping centers there, and it's just going to be a beautiful place that we can be able to park our cars. And the goal is that to build a hotel right next to that would be right next to the Bethany Convention Center, be next to the church right there. Now, that's the plan, and we're started. We went ahead and purchased that land now. We're waiting on the renderings to come through now. And it's gonna be a beautiful spot. Those apartments are gonna be nice, but we're continually working on that. We're gonna grow Plank Road. Plank Road is gonna be that cultural area for the millennials, and so we'll be able to grow there, put restaurants and hotels there, and build that area up to make it real nice. And so we're able to purchase that land at a good price. We own that land, and we're going to start building on it. And we did a lot of this through grant money. And when you talk about grant money, we were able this year to install over 4,000 new meters to sustain from the flood. The flood damaged a lot of those meters, and we were able to get these brand new meters in and put them in. We got them in, and that was a good deal. Now those meters, we have drive-bys, collectors that's collecting the information. We're in the process of putting them down. We have a great maintenance plan, and we're going to continue to replace the meters that we have in the city right now. Also, you guys, check this out. We received another favorable audit this year. And you remember years back, we were always in the paper because of our financial problems that we were having. But this is the third year in a row that we have received a favorable audit, and that's a good deal. I'm so proud of the people that work in finance and all the people that worked hard to get this done. We also established a Jobs for Life program for the city of Baker. And that Job for Life is a program that we have with the churches again to get people better suited to be able to go out and get jobs. It gets them ready. It gives them the soft training, and it's done through the church. And when people are ready for jobs, they'll be good. And this is sometimes for people who are having issues and everything else. And also, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm most proud of, is the Baker Chamber of Champions. Okay, the Baker Chamber of Champions is an idea that we came up with to get our kids an opportunity to work for the summer. Now, let me slow down here because I really want to go and I want to talk about this program a little bit. Okay, so what happened with this program is that when I first took office, we were getting kids from all over Baton Rouge to come and work for the summer. Okay, but none of the kids were from Baker. And I don't have anything else against any of the kids that's coming here. I just wanted our kids to have an opportunity to have a job for the summer. But so we decided to come up with our old program. And what we went out and we asked businesses through the Chamber of Commerce to come and sponsor a kid for the summer. Now, they not only got paid money to come to work, they got paid, we gave them training and soft skills. It was a mentorship program, basically. All these kids were from Baker High, and these were from some of the top kids. Now, our goals for the next 2 years is to go ahead and bring in about 20 to 25 kids. And so we're looking for sponsors to come on and sponsor these kids. These are our kids. A lot of these kids, a couple of these kids, these students here, they went on to Southern University and went on to other schools. So this is a great, great program. And if you're a business out there and you want to be a part of this, just call the Chamber of Commerce and we'll keep going. So that was a really good thing that I'm really, really proud of. Also, the Bike and Pedestrian Grant was a $50K grant. That is a big deal, you guys. We want to connect the city, want to connect the rest of the city to the parks. All of our schools are on groomed roads. So now we have the master plan in place. That was a $50,000 grant. Didn't cost us anything to do that. We're in the process now of mapping out where we want these bike and pedestrian areas throughout Baker. It's a great deal, and we've had a couple of town hall meetings, and we're going to have some more so we can get your input on that. And so that's what's going on. Also, we obtained a $25,000 grant to install new lighting at the Baker Municipal Park. That's a big deal because a lot of people use the park, but a lot of people come out and they come out early in the morning. I see a lot of seniors out early in the morning walking in the park. We want the place to be lit up. We want it to be safe. It's right next to the police station. And so we went out and we got that grant and we were able to put brand new lights in that park. Not only in the park, ladies and gentlemen, we put brand new lights throughout City Hall. And now, when the lights are dim sometimes, you guys, and you know what I'm talking about, it makes it look like it's a little dirty. But now it's bright and it's just lit up. And I'm very, very proud of the people who worked on that grant. That was a great grant that they worked on. And I think that that's going to be a big deal for us right there and get out and run the park. Also this year, we brought in 44 new businesses that opened up in the city of Baker. That's right, 44 new businesses that opened up in the city of Baker. We brought in over 100 in the last 3 years. People are coming to Baker. We are open for business. Okay, so those businesses that we've had that came in were Two Beds, Boss Up Stadium, City Gear, Furniture City, but the big ones are LaBelle's and more. Also, Tasty Cream Donuts and Waffle House, smoothies and things. So the shopping center now is full. And we have a lot of good stuff. If you've never been down to City Gear, go down to City Gear, but business is coming up. And so we're gonna keep marketing this city so businesses can come here. But remember, we shop Baker, and in order to bring more businesses, we have to bring our numbers up, and that's what we're doing. To be able to move forward with this. Now, this is a great deal here, ladies and gentlemen, because now what we're doing is that we're trimming the fat, okay? We're trimming the fat at City Hall, and we're finding ways to save money, but we're finding ways to actually make money and keep moving forward. And so what I'm gonna do is, when I come back, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pay a few bills, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the financial accomplishments of the city. I hope you enjoyed the first part because I'm really, really excited about it. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm Mayor Darnell Waits from the City of Baker. I'd like to welcome you all to the City of Baker's annual Martin Luther King celebration. It's going to be held January 20th from 10 to 12 at the Baker City Auditorium, 3325 Groom Road. This is a special event this year for the City of Baker. It will be youth-led. All the students are coming from all the schools, the public and private schools that's in the city. Let's celebrate Martin Luther King, the fulfillment of the dream. Thank you.
Are you looking to build or purchase a home? You need to take a hard look at Baker. Small town atmosphere that's good for families. Baker has everything you need. Shops, doctors, hospitals. It's near the airport and a stone's throw from downtown Baton Rouge. No traffic hassles and lots of community activities to be involved in. Ranked as one of the safest cities in Louisiana by Home Security Advisor, Baker and families are moving forward together. If you own or are planning to start a business, you need to take a hard look at Baker, your one-stop shop for business city licensing, services, and sensible tax rates. With low crime, it's a stone's throw from downtown Baton Rouge, the airport. It's on the river with railways. Baker is not landlocked. Plank Road presents the traffic businesses need, and Main Street offers a hometown atmosphere. Baker and business, moving forward together.
Hi, I'm Mayor Darnell Waits from the City of Baker. I'd like to welcome you all to the City of Baker's annual Martin Luther King celebration. It's going to be held January 20th from 10 to 12 at the Baker City Auditorium, 3325 Groom Road. This is a special event this year for the City of Baker. It will be youth-led. All the students are coming from all the schools, the public and private schools that's in the city. Let's celebrate Martin Luther King, the fulfillment of the dream. Thank you. Hey, welcome back, Baker. Hey, look, I hope you enjoyed the first half of the show. We talked about the things that we've done, but I want to get into some deep stuff right now. I want to talk about some of the things that we're doing to stop the reoccurring flooding, we're not going to ever be able to stop flooding totally, but we can reduce that amount. And that's what we're trying to do here. We went out and we applied for a $2 million CDBG grant, and that grant was to update our water system and our infrastructure, which was including the Mississippi well on Mississippi Street. And that Mississippi well, you guys, is one of the oldest wells in the city of Baker. It's really the horse. And when all the wells went out during the 2016 flood, this was the well that kept the whole city running during that time period. So we went back, we did an evaluation on it, and we decided that we were going to upgrade this well here because this well runs all the way out. It pumps to the west side of the city and all those areas out there. So what we want to do is we want to bring that water pressure up to the west side of the city. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you why that's important, but we want to do that. So we went out and we applied for that $2 million grant. Now, this has been a task to do this. We applied for the grant. We had to go through the council, and then we had to go out and we had to knock on doors and get people to do a survey about the grant and let them know what was going on. It was just awesome because the people were so excited about what was going on. And normally this is the part of the grant that most agencies will back away from. So yeah, and so now we're in the third phase of that. We're pushing forward. It seems like that we're gonna get the grant and then we're gonna start work right away on that well and the surrounding infrastructures there that's going on. Now you guys know that we did through FEMA, we upgraded all our other wells and our sewer systems this year also. We were able to do that. Levy Lane well, Dever Street well, all those wells have been upgraded, and Groom Road well has been upgraded. We've actually moved the electrical system up 6 inches now, so if the water ever comes up that high again, those wells will continue to run. We also applied for, with help from FEMA, the HMGP grant, which is a federally funded grant. It's a FEMA grant, and it provides funds for local and state projects that would minimize the impact of disasters, hurricanes, floods, and things, and it reduce that reoccurring damage. And that's what we're doing. That was a $7 million loan. grant that we applied for, and we received that grant. And now we're working on the matching funds for that grant. And that grant is going to help us out with places like Boozman Creek. Those of you who live in Baker who know Boozman Creek, White's Bayou, and all the bayous that run throughout the city. And we're gonna that grant is going to help us do whatever we need to do to make sure that that water flows through the city. Also, it's going to help us with our drainage. Now, you know, during the flood, that our auditorium was certified as a Red Cross shelter. So now we got a brand new generator there that when people is in our Red Cross shelter, in the shelter now, we'll be able to continue to run the air conditioning, the lights will still be on. We can make it comfortable for the people while they get back to their normal lives and get back to their house. And this was all done. Now, we did this in-house. We didn't have the funds to go out and hire somebody to administrate this fund, so we did it in-house. That was Julie McCullough and Ginger Vaughn got together, and they just dug in and they did it. And now we did, you know, the grant came through, but now we have to go ahead and get the matching funds to go ahead and get these things done. So we've done this now without raising any rates, anything this year at all to be able to do this. But let's talk a little bit about the financial part of this city and what we're doing here, financial accomplishments that I'm pretty proud of. And one of them is that the street overlays. We spent $1.4 million on street overlays. A lot of the streets that we've done hadn't been done in a long time, probably 15 to 20 years. And what we did, we went out and we had the engineers ride these streets, but we had the money, it's tax money. And so my deal is that if it's tax money, go ahead and let's overlay the streets. And right now we're finishing up our last project. And if you just ride in Baker and you see the streets. And what that does is that it tells people that we want to upgrade our city. And when you're riding on a nice street, you tend to want your community to be better, your neighborhoods to be better. And so we spent that money on that, and that was all taxpayers' money, and that's the only thing you can use it for, is streets and sidewalks. Our revenues went up $3 million. We budgeted for $8 million, resulting in $11 million total. That means, and that was this year, that was in 2019, which means that normally happens right after you have a disaster. But this time it happens even in 2 years after the disaster is here, which means that business is picking up. People are moving here, they're buying goods, they're using the businesses, and we want to continue to get that growing. We want that number to be a consistent number. And I'm real excited about that. It just means that we're doing the things that we're doing. The marketing is working, and it's going to get better. It has to get better to bring it up. I want more people to come to the city, more people to use the goods in the city. Those 4,000 water meters, that was $1.5 million spent on water meters and maintenance and installation and efficiency. This time when we bought the meters, we planned for maintenance to be done on the meters. And so we can monitor the meters. Now the meters came with the new gateways, and it allows you to detect the leaks now and other perimeter pertinent meter information. We can know in real time what's going on now. We can actually look at your consumption daily with these meters here, and we can fix the problem before it comes too bad, like we had in the past when we realized that we had a lot of meters that's not working. If a hurricane or lightning strike, tornado damages, or removes power from gateway, we'll still have the option to drive by and get the reads, okay? And the hosted software helps us protect our customers' valuable information. So all the information we have in the computer system is not going to be it's not going to be out there. It's going to be protected. Okay. So I think that's a good deal when we start talking about the water meters. Let's talk a little bit about the accomplishments in human resources for city employees. We realize, and most people understand, that the benefit packages, the benefits are the biggest part of salaries. 50% of the city's budget, 50 to 55% of it is salaries. And a lot that tops that off is the benefits part of that. We went out and found a way to reduce how much we pay to the benefit companies. We were able to give the companies, give the employees exactly what they wanted, with the medical and the dental and eyeglasses, everything they wanted, and approximately saving 15% for the city. So we had to go out and shop, and we found that, and I thought that was really, really good. HR did a good job on that, and that's saving us some money, but it's still giving them the same quality that they were getting before. We have a recruitment compensation package because we are actively recruiting people to come in. We're looking for quality workers to come in and be lifetime employees of the city of Baker. So we're really looking to do that. And so that recruitment compensation package is to attract talented workers to the city. We also revised and restructured employee positions to define duties better. And I wanted to do that and so we can attract those qualified people to come in. We also established mentoring and development training. We have training every quarter, and so we're actively working so we can get people to be better, work on our customer service, which is one of our main goals. So we've done a lot. So look, I gotta go, gotta pay a few bills. I will be right back. Hi, I'm Mayor Darnell Waits from the City of Baker. I'd like to welcome you all to the City of Baker's annual Martin Luther King celebration. It's going to be held January 20th from 10 to 12 at the Baker City Auditorium, 3325 Broome Road. This is a special event this year for the City of Baker. It will be youth-led. All the students are coming from all the schools, the public and private schools that's in the city. Let's celebrate Martin Luther King, the fulfillment of the dream. Thank you.
Are you looking to build or purchase a home? You need to take a hard look at Baker. Small town atmosphere that's good for families. Baker has everything you need. Shops, doctors, hospitals. It's near the airport and a stone's throw from downtown Baton Rouge. No traffic hassles and lots of community activities to be involved in. Ranked as one of the safest cities in Louisiana by Home Security Advisor, Baker and families are moving forward together. If you own or are planning to start a business, you need to take a hard look at Baker, your one-stop shop for business city licensing, services, and sensible tax rates. With low crime, it's a stone's throw from downtown Baton Rouge, the airport. It's on the river with railways. Baker is not landlocked. Plank Road presents the traffic businesses need, and Main Street offers a hometown atmosphere. Baker and business, moving forward together.
Hi, I'm Mayor Darnell Waits from the City of Baker. I'd like to welcome you all to the City of Baker's annual Martin Luther King celebration. It's going to be held January 20th from 10 to 12 at the Baker City Auditorium, 3325 Broome Road. This is a special event this year for the City of Baker. It will be youth-led. All the students are coming from all the schools, the public and private schools that's in the city. Let's celebrate Martin Luther King, the fulfillment of the dream. Thank you. Welcome back, Baker. We are about to finish the State of the City, but I'm really excited about the next two sections that we're going to talk about here. City of Baker Recreation Administration, we call it COBRA. One of those things that we brought back was the recreation. And what I wanted to really be involved in our parks and our gym. And we brought some people back. We have some great volunteers. But one of the things that we're doing is that we're partnering with BREC and to provide fields for local charter schools and host league football, flag football home games at no cost to their programs. Not only, it's any program here in Baker that we're doing. We want to get our kids on that field, flag football. We got its lights and everything else. Also, COBRA is partnership with Council on Aging and BREC to create a fitness program for seniors during the day when they're there. We provide an air-conditioned or a heated space large enough to accommodate 100 seniors to participate in various fitness activities. We also, just this year, we just partnered with the North Baton Rouge Soccer League. And that is turning out to be one of the best deals that we've made. They've had a couple of tournaments. We got people coming in there. So if you want to get your kid involved with that, just reach out to the City of Baker and we'll tell you how to get involved with the Cobra. We also are one of the sponsors for the DeAndre Claiborne basketball clinic that his mom has put together. They've done for the last 3 years. We're one of the sponsors there. And anybody who knows DeAndre Claiborne, he was a student at Baker High School, and he was killed in a shooting here, and we just keep his name going on. And most of the students here understand who that is. So we're doing that. We're part of the sponsors that help that, and we move on. Let's find out where we're headed here. Let's find out where we're headed. Let's close out. So here's our short-term goals. The NOAA program is a short-term goals where we're going to start taking intake for rehab homes here in Baker. We're going to do that over the next 3 years. We went out and talked to Louisiana Housing Corporation about the funds. We're going to start doing intake on that. And also NOAA is going to help us with our blighted program that we're working through right now. More to come on the NOAA. Well, the goal is to establish 2 economic development districts, one on Highway 19 and one on Plank Road, which we already have. We're going to bring that one up. And then when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk about having a local TIF on Highway 19 where we can also help the businesses there, and that local TIF will be able to bring it up. We want to do some things that put some greenery there. We want to build up the shopping centers, help the businesses do that, and make that place really, really nice. Our goal is also always to bring new restaurants and hotels to the city. And we're going to continue to fight blighted property always. We're never going to just lay down there. We're going to continue that fight. We're also planning, and we're working on right now the land, because we're going to, the goal is to build a new fire station and a well on the west side of the city so we can provide better water pressure for the people over there, and then we can expand and keep our rating. We have a great rating going on right now. We want to keep that rating there, and we want to be able to develop and be ready for any new projects that's going on 964 to help us grow our city, because annexation is one of the keys that we're looking for. We're always providing support for our new businesses in the city, and we're going to change and do some things new in the Chamber of Commerce. Don't be surprised that we're going to be good with that, to be able to build and maintain businesses, but to be able to build a marketing plan so we can bring new businesses and bring new residents to Baker. Look, you guys, I'm really, really excited. Look, long-term growth, we're going to create a plan for future economic growth. That is with our master plan that we got coming out. We're going to expand our recreational opportunities for safe city pedestrian and bicycle pathways and connectors. And we want to continue to improve on our safety and continue to improve on utility availability to the west part of the city. We want to make it easier for you to get those utilities over there. We will continue to work on our sewage generators, our sewage systems, to make sure that on our line that they're working, that they're not backing up into your houses. And we will continue to work on drainage projects to improve, reduce the amount of flooding that we have. So ladies and gentlemen, look, this is what we have. We are working on a plan, and we're working all together to do this. And all I ask for you is to continue to pray for me, and pray for my family and our administration as we continue to move this city forward. And the next 4 years are going to be great, because we're going to do some great things. But it's going to make us proud to be from Baker. We're going to be able to talk about our city, and we're going to be able to say that we are that beacon light in North Baton Rouge. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Have a great month.